It's December 19th, 1980, and game time rapidly approaches. Brigham Young's Lavelle Edwards and SMU's Ron Meyer expect a classic contest, but neither man can possibly imagine what awaits him in the most incredible bowl game ever played. The first two Holiday Bowls have produced great games before sellout crowds, and the 50,000 fans who fill San Diego Stadium eagerly await this one. But no one is quite prepared for what's to come. Before the game was 8 minutes old, the white-clad Mustangs had threatened to drive Brigham Young right off the field. The vaunted SMU ground game simply steamrolled the shell-shocked defenders, virtually putting this game away in the first quarter. For the dazed Cougars, it was a bitter pill to swallow. Lavelle Edwards had guided this club to 11 straight victories and was not about to quit now, whatever the odds. Nevertheless, victory number 12 looked awfully far away. Just when it appeared that the Mustang defense was about to turn out the lights, the fabled Cougar offense came to life. All-American quarterback Jim McMahon rewrote the record books in 1980 with a little help from number 85, the sensational Clay Brown. Brown's behind-the-back reception and subsequent run was good for a 64-yard touchdown. And just like that, BYU was on the scoreboard. Although the Cougar offense now seemed to be functioning, the bewildered defense was powerless against the multifaceted SMU attack. When Jesse Craig James cashed in a Lance McElhenney pass, the margin was back to 19 points. And to make matters worse, the BYU offense suddenly lost the touch. Trailing 26-7 late in the half, the frustrated Cougar defenders finally stiffened, forcing an SMU punt. Jim McMahon would have 2 minutes to march his team the length of the field. Return specialist Vai Sikahema felt he could accomplish the same result in a much shorter time. Once again, the unpredictable Cougars had sidestepped extinction. Sikahema's heroics provided an almost tangible shift in momentum as the first half drew to a close. For BYU, the impossible was now merely improbable. For SMU, it was time to finish it. For both teams, the third quarter would be a war. For 15 solid minutes, these two clubs went at it with a controlled fury and intensity that characterized two nationally ranked football teams. All the hopes and passions of an entire season were compressed into 15 minutes of furious football. The Brigham Young Cougars, champions of the Western Athletic Conference, going toe-to-toe against the pride of the Southwest Conference, mighty SMU. And then it was over. As the third period ended, so did the Cougar hopes.
Fourth quarter, the score is 38-19 SMU.
If they can get on the boards again, they know they've got it locked. Actually, they have right now with a 19-point lead.
And the Mustang offense rolled on. And the Cougar defense wore out. And the fans began to head home. And a solitary figure stood impassively on the sideline. His name was Doug Scoville, and he was the designer of the heralded Brigham Young offense. And tonight he was coaching his final game for the BYU Cougars. Although victory was hopelessly out of reach, the pride that propelled this unit throughout the long campaign had never diminished. The score was no longer paramount. This drive meant something even greater. Cougars scored late in the game, it was evident that this team would go out with its head held high. And it was going out, no question about it, because a Craig James touchdown made the score 45-25 with less than 4 minutes left. 4 unforgettable minutes.
At the 20, pump fake, look, throw, pass, incomplete. Pass in the end zone. Wait a minute. Touchdown. Now they wrote a touchdown. Matt Braga.
2.5 minutes to play. An obvious onside kick. The Mustangs need only to fall on the football.
Up to 10. First down, I believe Brigham Young's got it at the 41-yard line. Brigham Young ball. Conversion. Here's McMahon looking, firing, pass.
Incredibly, the Cougars cut the lead to 6 with just 2 minutes left. But the Mustangs have the football. 1 first down, and it's all over. BYU has no more timeouts. The clock is running. Just seconds remain.
Capus out of Kansas City gets a kick is blocked. The kick was blocked by Shefflin. Shefflin blocked the kick for Brigham Young, and the Cougars have the ball at the 41-yard line of SMU.
13 seconds remain, Tony.
SMU going with a 3-man rush now. Second down and 10 from the 41-yard line. McMahon back to throw. Sets up at the 50, looking down the far sideline. He's got a man open. It is knocked away. 3 seconds left to go. This is it.
Doug Scoville would now call his last play for the BYU Cougars.
We want to block both backs. Everybody run right to the goal line. All 3 receivers. 2 man and 2 wide receivers. Throw it up. Yeah.
Somebody said last year the Rose Bowl had the drama, but the Holiday Bowl had the dazzle. And it's got it again tonight. Back to throw. Last down. No time on the clock. It's up in the air. It is deep. It is what?
He caught him. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown on the last play. And Brigham Young has won it. A miracle catch. A miracle catch. A 41-yard touchdown pass. 46-45. An unbelievable Brigham Young comeback.
I don't believe it, and yet I saw it.
Who could believe it? Implausible, incredible, miraculous. It was the 1980 Holiday Bowl. It was a miracle in the making.